What's going on, you guys? My name is Marco Phillips. You're listening to Time to Dominate podcast. Let's go. So here's a daunting question. How do millennials like us leverage the internet to recruit 8 players into our downlines, make a massive impact in the world and the income, while having plenty of time for the other things that do actually matter to us? Well, this podcast is going to be answering those questions. My name is Marco Phillips, and you're listening to Time to Dominate podcast. Hey, what up, you guys? Happy Thursday. Hope this podcast finds you well. Today, I want to talk about branding yourself. Brand yourself or get lost in the shuffle. So, I have an uncle. I call him Uncle William. Uncle William he's called, right? So, Uncle William he's in his 60s. He's in his late 60s, going to 70s. And from time to time, he has aches and pains. He used to do a lot of manual labor jobs, and sometimes his knees hurt and stuff like that. And he whenever I go visit, sometimes he always asks me to just stop at the store and get him a pain reliever of some sort, just to take down the pain, take down the inflammation in his knees, and so he can rest and sleep better, wake up and not ache so much. I remember this one time I was going to the store to get him, what he requested, and he usually likes Tylenol. Tylenol is what he usually he likes to use. And at this one time, I went to the store and I went to actually Walmart. I walked in, I made a left, went into the section for like the pharmacy section, where you'd have the anti-inflammatories and like all that stuff, right? So I go over there, and next to it you actually have the store brand, the Walmart brand, and on it would say, compared to Tylenol extra strength, compared to name the pain reliever, this, you would say the same amount of acetaminophen. I don't know if I'm even pronouncing that right. It's the anti-inflammatory, whatever the thing that actually helps reduce like his inflammation, and it will be cheaper. It would be cheaper. You say the same exact, and now look in the back. You would say either 400, 500, 600. It'd be the same exact thing, right? But it's cheaper. So I bought the cheaper one this one time. I took it to him, and he was like, "No, I don't want this." And I'm like, "Hey, Uncle, what do you mean? Why don't you want it?" He's like, "This is not the same thing. It's not the same pain reliever." I'm like, "Oh, yeah, it's not the same brand. It's it's the store brand, but it's the same exact medicine in there. It's the same exact dosage of the medicine that you want that causes the pain reliever." And he fought me tooth and nails for this, right? And and this hit home. Like, he would not take it. It actually made me return it, go get him the Tylenol brand, because to him Tylenol is pain reliever. He doesn't care about any other brand or anything. He calls it fake. Oh yeah, they just fake. It's not real. Don't. Now he tries to convince me as to why the others are fake, and pain reliever is Tylenol. That's it. And oh my gosh, if this isn't the ultimate branding and customer loyalty that you want in a business, I don't know what is. In my uncle's mind, pain reliever has one name, and it's Tylenol. That's it. Everything else, and he accepts like the other major big brands, everything else is fake. Like the store brand bought, or he does not want it. He does not want anything to do with it. He was like, it's going to have so much side effect, even though it's the same exact thing, right? What does this have to do with marketing and branding ourselves? Everything. Absolutely everything, right? So the same way that he wants Tylenol only for his pain reliever is the same way we want to be in our marketing. Okay, you want people to associate you with, when they associate your brand, you want them to associate your brand with exactly whichever offer you have in front of them. It is such a big deal. It is such a big deal. So my question to you is, when people come into across your brand, do they think of you? Like my uncle thinks of pain reliever and associates with Tylenol. So um, if you're in health and wellness, if you're in travel, if you're in insurance, if you're in keto, if you're in with the shake, if you're in with skincare, if you fill in the blank with the people that you market to, do they associate you with that and only you, and that's it? Like Tylenol has taken so much headspace from my uncle. There's no other, like, he would fight me for it, even though the facts are the same, of what's the same ingredients that are in this store brand product is the same ingredient that's in this. However, this other one costs more and this other one is cheaper, and it's the same exact thing, right? The thing is, because Tylenol with my uncle has built this reputation of like, knowing, and trusting. My uncle likes, knows, and trusted, and that's it. So I was like, man, this is powerful. This is so powerful. So how can we become the ones that people like, know, and trust in our brand? So because in network marketing, you guys, nothing separates you from the next network marketer. Nothing. You have the same marketing plan. You have the same products. You have the same events, company events. You have the same, yeah, sign-on bonus. If you have a sign-on bonus, the same marketing material, like the same everything. So how can you then become the synonymous one so that you don't get lost in the shuffle? You ever seen people that, and this was me prior, you guys. I did a 90-day game plan, and for 90 days I prospected 50 people, and it turned out to 4,500 people in 90 days, and the results that I got was actually only 2 distributors, not much. And this was actually 2 90-day game plans, right? That I got out of there. I was like, man, there has to be a better way. So I was just thinking, man, when people then land on either your social media, or if you're going out and doing any other marketing method, when they see that, or when you present your brand to them, or maybe you just present your promotion to them, are they seeing that as the go-to for whatever industry or company that you're in? The point of all of this is that if we don't build a brand, we are susceptible to the same exact thing that happened with my uncle. Like with the Walmart brand, the only thing that they have, or any other store brand bought, is that you're in their store. They're not selling that anywhere else, right? Besides in their store, and they're just marketing to the people that come into their store for that. However, the Tylenols and these other big companies, like, they have market space in people's mind that says, hey, this is quality, this is customer service, this is XYZ, this feels good, this is the right way to do it, because of their brand. And so when I was doing that, my whole prospecting and going face to faces and doing all this stuff, I was not building a brand. I was just promoting. I just wanted a quick sale, you guys. Just being honest, I just wanted to sell. I just wanted the next person to come into my company and just, fly up the marketing plan, sign up that next guy or the next girl, and not even necessarily looking for the next rock star, specifically, being honest, because I always knew this was a numbers game. I just wanted the next person to hop on and, drive up the volume and do your thing, because, from there I help you and I get my back scratched. You win and I win, because from helping you, I win too. That's how the game kind of works. So it's like, man, I wasn't building a brand. They didn't necessarily like, know, and trust me. Just show the presentation and you're in or you're out, on to the next. That was just it. However, when you start building a brand and you're building online assets, or when you have a store, you have something that people can refer back to you, giving value up front, it separates you from the rest of everyone else. People who actually want to come to you. They want to come to you and do business with you, even though their cousin Joe next door can probably give them the same product, right? Because it's not about the product. It's not about the pain reliever. To him, it's almost like a placebo effect. I don't even know, because it's the same exact thing. If I take this specific one, if I join her, if I join him, if I join that specific team, right, I'm going to be successful because X, Y, and Z, whatever value in which you've given out there to the marketplace, whatever vibe, whatever atmosphere that you've built, whatever culture in which you've built for your team and the people that join, and like the feeling, the perception in which you've given out to the world that people can actually take and kind of bank on. It is such a big deal. It is such, put this in any scenario. So the next thing comes to like, man, so like how if building a brand, if I don't build a brand, I'll get lost in the sauce and just be like every other person, right? How else can I do it? Then like what's the game plan? The game plan is actually very simple. Like until I started buying these courses and investing in myself and learning to separate myself, I'm like, man, this is how it is. This is how it works. So the game plan is, so since we all have the same exact thing, what else can you do? And what you can do is craft your own offer. Like, this is a big deal. Craft your own offer in front of your company's, whatever else your company is offering. Okay? Craft your own offer in front of what your company is offering. So for example, let's say you're into travel. You're in a travel company, okay? And the offer with your MLM is that, you could get massive discounts with signing up with them, blah, blah, blah. Okay, sounds great, okay? Massive discounts on a travel, maybe typically will cost you $2,000. You can, if you join and be a part, you can get it for like 50% off, like $1,000, right? Okay, great. Awesome, man. This sounds good. I save $1,000. Okay, cool. So rather than just going out and just spitting out there and there's no leverage between you and the next person, what you can do is maybe create a PDF, right? And then call out the guys. Hey, hey guys, I just created a free ebook of some sort, right? That would teach you 5 places to enjoy a vacation for cheap. Right? 5 places to enjoy a vacation for cheap. Okay, cool. Bang, they got that. And people then opt in. What you just did was just separate yourself from the next person. Now, rather than, them just going to the next person, they can actually learn an education of some sort, right? Something that's giving them more information that, and they actually would care about. Okay? If you're in essential oils, for example, so what's a possible offer you can do for essential oils? So for essential oils, and their benefits, maybe give I like free like digital things because it's just easier to download. It's not much of a hassle for you to create. You can create it in 30 minutes, an hour, even have someone on Fiverr or Upwork design a good cover, right? Or if you're good at those things, you can design it yourself and then give top 10 reasons why you want to use essential oils, right? If you're something with pets, right? Essential oils that helps with pets and it calms your mood and it makes you feel good. It opens up your lungs for easier breathing, fights the flu and the cold, this kind of thing. People that come in to like, another way to think about this is like, what do people typically struggle with when they join your company, right? What are the typical struggles of a new person? Maybe put yourself 24 hours before you got started, right? And what is that? What is those overwhelms? Or people that are in your team, ask them, hey, what are the things that you typically struggle with, right? And then make that like an offer. You can turn that into an offer in front of your company's offer, give that away into an opt-in or something. And then on the back end, like, hey, by the way, if you found this 10 reasons to use essential oil, you could totally and you're down to you want to use some essential oils now because of the education, here is XYZ. You can go ahead and click it. That is so much more attractive, right? Put your link right there. They go and they sign up and they buy it, right? For the travel. So, hey, if you enjoy this PDF, here's a link. Go ahead and I'll be glad to help you. Contact me for more information, right? Or if you're into fitness or exercise or wellness, right? Give them like a fitness guide, free how to eat or when to eat, whatever, right? And you give them that on the back end. It's like, hey, listen, if you like that and you actually want this, bang, here's how you can get it. Now you've what? You separated yourself from, because one, most people would not do that, right? And constantly just give value. Most people would not do that, and then you become that authority figure. Like, hey, she actually helped me out. It's a feeling of reciprocity. People want to, because you've given them something of value they actually learned. It's like, man, I'll totally do business with him or her. I'll totally do business with him or her, right? Creating that space, and when they land on your page, on your social media page, or they check you out on whatever platform in which you're operating out of, right? People's like, man, this person's always just giving about value. They're always in high energy. They're always in good spirits. They're always motivating me. They're always doing this. They're always doing that, right? And then when you ask them to do something back in return, it's like, no problem. Yeah, sure. This actually helped me out. I want to do this with you. Like, here's my information, right? So if we don't brand ourselves, there's no differentiating factor between everyone else, because everyone else is, monkey see, monkey do, like I say, and we could be following the wrong monkey. Okay, so I hope you guys got value out of today. And on the next episode, I'm going to talk about like how to exactly stand out, right? So we've given that free offer, and then how does that play out on a day-to-day basis on making sure that you stand out. And also, if I give on Time to Dominate podcast, you can totally grab like the three mini series as to standing out and building your brand and why it's so important. I give those 3 key pillars on there. You can totally grab it. It's for free. Just enter your basic information, name and email, and it gets sent to you. But man, this stuff is such a big deal. It is such a big deal because prior to me doing that, I did not know. I just didn't know. I was like, man, listen, I just want the next quickest person and as fast as soon as possible. And it wasn't working, and it wasn't working fast at all, right? However, when people then see like, oh, like this person is actually cool. They actually like you and they trust you and they've consumed your content. You've given them value of some sort, right? You're constantly giving out value. It's like, yeah, man, I'm down. I'm down to rock with this person. I'm down to do this. I'm down to do that with him or her. Like they actually, you become like an authority figure. You become the go-to person, right? And it's so simple and quick and easy to create. Like you can easily take that on and do that. Like even almost like right away, like today. Like you can start standing out today. You can actually start building your brand today because it separates you from the masses. And this kind of things is what is going to really truly elevate the MLM game in the multi-level marketing space or the network marketing space, however you choose to refer to it, because most people just don't, and most people are not taught to, and monkey see, monkey do, and and the beat goes on, because prior they didn't have to, right? But now consumers are becoming more educated. Like we're in the 21st century. Things are not operating the same way they did 30, 20 years ago. There's their internet, there's Facebook, there's Instagram, there's Twitter, there's Snapchat. There's different ways people consume. There's YouTube. People go in and search stuff, right? Like if we don't take this on and branding yourself, people can easily go to brother Google, right? Search your company like, oh, it's a scam. Like, oh, I don't want it. Like, because they're just those low ballers out there. They just do stuff like that and just put in negative reviews so that people can come in and join theirs, right? Or maybe they get sponsored from other hating companies about your company, and now you just fall into that category by just only promoting just, hey, looking for the next 5 people to join my company, and just go into your page and they see it. Maybe they are interested. They go to your page, and now they see your name of your company because it's splattered everywhere and this and that, and they go Google it or YouTube it and search it. There's and they see the scam reviews because for some reason they always the ones that come out first, right? And then there you go, bang! Like the person that was interested in your company, your product, and what you do is no longer interested, right? And there's no way for you to even tell what happened. You wonder, like, man, I'm doing all this work. I'm putting in the work. I'm putting in the hours. I'm talking to all these people, but nothing is happening. That's what's happening. That's what's happening on the back end. That's exactly what's happening on the back end, because I did the same thing, actually, right? I went and searched. I went to do my own research, but I was smart enough to not just only listen to those guys, but most people are not. Most people are not, like, they're not smart enough not to like just take one person's perspective, but really dig deep and really do their homework. Most people aren't. And the person that actually brought it to me had their own personal results. So it was family and friend, and I liked them and I trusted them. But after you run out your family and friends, what do you do to new people that don't necessarily know you and know you're a genuine and true person? What do you do then? This is the kind of stuff that you do. You build your brand, right? Why does Tylenol do that? Why does this other companies do that? Why do the top earners in your company do that? I want you to think about this, because I know for certain when I did my research prior to actually taking on all of this, most top earners have built their own brand. It's shielding them. It's shielding them from all the crap that's out there, right? People like, know, and trust them and want to work with them. They want to join their team. They've put in their product in front of the company's product, right? And they stand out from the rest. So I hope you got major value, and I hope this is creating like aha moments so that you can actually start doing that and just take that on. You can feel free to grab the free training over Time to Dominate podcast. Don't forget, it's your time to dominate, you guys. Let's go ahead and make an impact while making an income. I'll see you guys on the top. Let's get it. Hey, thank you for listening today. If you found value, please subscribe and leave a review so we can reach others like us searching for a better way on how to use the internet to create leverage and truly dominate. How would you like to stop pitching and start attracting your downline on autopilot? If so, head over to timetodominatepodcast.com and grab the free training, and let's go.